Hello fans, Sarcastic Dragonite here. I'm here with my dog, Gracie, and I got some pizza, and we are going to discuss the current state of the customer service here on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, because I currently just spent it's 5 and I started it, so about 6 hours. I spent about 6 hours on these forums and in the game trying to get my Noble Victories Furious Knights deck. And I have here my Gracie, back up, you're not getting any pizza. Let's go on Google. Furious Knights. This deck right here. I don't know if you guys can see this over here, but you know you got your Durants, your Electrics. I basically have bonded with this deck so much that I refuse to play the game without it. And so I've spent a couple hours on these forums looking for a solution. Last night I came upon this right here. Can't use deck I redeemed in PvP. It should be multiplayer. For all the services when in a maintenance, I redeemed a Shadows theme deck, played with it through Trainer Challenge. And now that we can play PvP, I want to use my Shadows theme deck, but it's nowhere to be found. Tried to redeem the code again, didn't work. What happened? We have these people who had the same problems. This guy got a Dragon's Exalted deck, Dragon Speed. This guy had a couple Shadows, couple Raiders, and the Voltage Vortex. Only Voltage Vortex is showing up. This guy had a problem. Here's a moderator, Professor Wormer. If you could submit a ticket to the support team explaining your issue, also provide the redemption code. So here I am right here. I tried my Noble Victories Knights deck. And these people had more problems. And this girl said, beat 12 trainers with the Trainer Challenge, which I did. The Trainer Challenge is dumb, it's clunky, it's awful, and the AI is stupid. I have... Whoa. Oh. Yeah, forget that. It's dumb, it's clunky, and the AI is stupid. I have won on a couple of occasions simply because they make the game easier on me. It's clear when they have a Feraligatr in play and the game looks like I'm fucked, because it makes you earn your strongest Pokemon. So for the first 4 matches, you're stuck with your basics. The only reason I was winning is because I would get, you know, some certain Pokemon on the field, whatnot, but they expect you to go up against a deck with Feraligatrs and Vaporeons when the highest evolutionary you have is basics. So that was total bullshit. But to make up for it, they put in the Feraligatr, they kill a Pokemon, then they retreat the Feraligatr at the first sign of danger, which would be, you know, I do 20 damage to Feraligatr, retreats it, brings in an Eevee. Like, why do I need to change it? Fuck off. Why would you do that? But, anyways, back to this. She says that that's for the Power Relay. Power Relay is one of those decks that you can unlock in multiplayer. The cards magically appeared in my collection. So that's a deck that you get automatically. I guess it's an incentive to play Trainer Challenge. Comes with Haxorus, the Swagger McPimp Daddy, next Destiny's Raichu card, and Electric. I wanted to play with Power Relay, but I have little to no patience. Plus, I want my Durants. So, I beat the Gold League with my Furious Knights. So this guy here says to go and submit a ticket. So, where's my ticket tab? Okay, so right here, go to support. Wait for it to load. You go to contact us. And to submit a ticket, we're going to go and open up this window to ask a question. So, we're going to click that. And I'm already signed in, so it's going to jump over to this, Pokemon Portal Redirect. Boom. You guys can't see this up here. Maybe I can minimize it. Here we go. It says right here, service is temporarily unavailable, trying to reconnect, except if we were to inspect this element, we will actually find that it is not attempting to reconnect at all. Everybody who saw that was all like, wait, how can we tell? You can go to resources, or timeline actually. See, it's not trying to reconnect. It just says that, trying to reconnect. Thank you for your patience, blah, blah, blah. That screen right there will be everything that the moderators will tell you to do. That will be everything. So, my next post, or will it? This one. This one will be my next post, and I will start a thread. My Noble Victory's Furious Knight deck and my Zekrom Next Destiny's deck do not show up in multiplayer. This one isn't a problem because I already redeemed that, but I just thought I would throw that in there anyways. But show up just fine in Trainer Challenge. So I tried to unlock my Furious Knight deck by playing the god-awful Trainer Challenge and spent an hour for nothing. How do I unlock my decks for using deck building on the cards not usable in multiplayer? This guy has the same problem with his Toxic Tricks and Power Play deck that shows up in the multiplayer deck builder. This guy right here, Professor Steel, kind of a cool avatar, looks like Dave Grohl mixed with a Zekrom, says, I had an issue with these two specific decks, but he's quoting this guy right here, Toxic Tricks and Power Play. So he blew me off for this guy who problem was solved. They were in his little packs because you have to go open them. And of course, he does the usual, please submit a ticket to support.com with your theme deck, blah, blah, blah. So I made a third post, and this guy starts fucking with me. I redeemed a code, and I actually did go through tons, and I got the code right here. I got the code. It says I redeemed a code for Noble Victory's Furious decks while the game was down, and I have the code here. You can access the deck in Trainer Challenge. The deck does not appear in packs or in my collection. Never opened the theme deck like the other ones either. I begin to suspect it's because I never bought the deck. Fuck off! I never bought the deck in the store as I did with other decks because you cannot buy theme decks in the downloadable client store, and they removed the store from the website. And then this right here, submitting a ticket does not work on the support page, has an error screen on it. He goes for that. He says if you are, this automated message here obviously picked up on this. It says if you're experiencing issues accessing the support page through the downloadable client or through the support link below, please type in your browser support.pokemon.com. So, I just did that. Oh, look, we're back here. This I actually did. Contact us. This was the only thing I find. Maybe I'll do this. But this is for if you have a problem with a product you've purchased. So it's talking about the physical item, not the online game itself. This, turns out, is only for login issues. And this is what he means by submit a ticket, is the ask a question. So we're going to go back here. Ask a question. It loads. Portal redirect. New window pops up. Temporarily unavailable. So that's great. So we go back. So he basically just addressed my submitting a ticket doesn't work. And I say, this actually does not answer my question. My actual question is, why can't I use my Furious Knights? And he completely does a turnaround and basically, goes against this comment here. Says you'll need to submit a ticket to the support team. Even whereas before he said that I'm having a problem with it. So, this guy right here must not be a real human being because all he does is post automated messages. So I decided to take this right here, please post a step-by-step summary, and decided to quote-unquote white knight for a while and help them solve their own problem so I can solve my problem. So I did a picture-for-picture step of what was happening. I get Professor Watermelon again. Thanks for providing this important information. After clicking Contact Us, you will see a link to sign in. Click this link and attempt to log in this way, and let me know if you are able to log into Support Center. Also, can you please let me know what browser you're using when attempt to access the support page. 3 comments. He had a comment in this area that said, have you tried it with other, let's see if I can find it right here. He had this comment. Could you please attempt to see if this issue occurs on different browsers such as Firefox and Internet Explorer? He didn't read this message. He just posted, did not read this message. As you can see here, he had a 4-minute delay. I don't think it was one of those we post at the same time dealios, because he had 4 minutes to actually read what I wrote. But instead, he, deleted his comment, so he didn't look fucking dumb. But he says, could you please let me know what browser you're using when attempt to access support? So I completely log out of everything, because if you don't log out of everything, that included my global link for my Pokemon global link, and whoa, that's loud. And I went here to the official website. And then I went back to, oh, I just lost my thread. And then I went back to, I basically logged out of everything Pokemon trading card game related. Let me go back. Oh. Anyways, so I logged out of everything, did it again, same thing occurred. And then I went and tried it on Firefox, which, by the way, I have tons of toolbars on because I don't trim Firefox. I never use it. And then he does this. Hello, Dragonite. We are currently looking into this issue and working on finding a solution. I recommend attempting to submit a ticket again in a few hours. Thanks for your great cooperation. This is terrible customer service. Because people on this game are legitimately trying to use your website. We're trying to use your product, and you reply with the same thing every time. Please submit a ticket to the support team explaining your issue. We all have this problem. And you say submit a ticket. Your ticket is broken. I had to take time out of my day and out of my playing time using your product to tell you what is wrong with it in a step-by-step process. And in the end, I get, we are currently looking into the issue and working on finding a solution. I know you're not. I know that this can probably be found word for word on any other thread. I am disappointed. This game has completely gone downhill since they shut it down to work on the Trainer Challenge. The Trainer Challenge is their single player that's clearly aimed at kids and not at let's see here, and not at other players. Their Trainer Challenge is really poorly done. The AI is really poor. It's clunky. It's ridiculous. Nope. And it breaks. It breaks very often. Loading issues. There are tons of loading issues problems because the game literally stops playing after you win sometimes in Trainer Challenge, which is ridiculous. These people can't submit problem reports because oh, wait. Let's see if I can. They can't submit problem reports. He has this little thing here. This guy actually talks. He doesn't just post, it's just, it's insane. This guy's missing his Steam Decks too. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple here. Also, the game freezes to a point where you have to, task manage. You have to task manage close it, which is Control-Alt-Delete, Task Manager, Force Close it. I'm missing 2 booster credits and 2 theme decks. I redeemed the code when I was playing single-player beta release. I had both Dark Explorers decks redeemed and 2 booster packs. I understand this is a loading issues and I can't submit a ticket to the email address. Please submit it. See, look at this right here. I understand this is a loading issues for him, but I don't submit ticket to the email address previously, and within 5 minutes of sending me a ticket, it was closed with the issue not being resolved. Hey, kid. Please submit a ticket to the support team to investigate. You will need to provide redemption codes in the ticket as well. Please ensure you are logged in when you send the ticket, or the system will close. I threw the redemption codes away. See, that's the problem. They say use your redemption codes. Nobody's got those. I have mine, which is completely HP's. It's totally because of HP. When we were cleaning out my room, I got all my booster cards together. I was ready to throw them away. She goes, wait, keep them. The game is broken. You don't know if you'll get all those codes. And I said, well, it's going to be a pain putting all the codes in. She says, well, just keep them. So I kept them in a stack right next to all my other cards. I have this huge stack of like 100 codes. And, oh my god, what is with this? Yeah, it's slow because I'm running a video. Anyways. Thought pointless to keep them, but I have proof that it's still visible on my account. I would want to play Trainer Challenge, Raiders, and Shadow decks appear. Okay, so this is technically my problem. This is my problem. Redeem one of the decks, assuming I'd be using the deck in the real online. Also throughout the codes. See, this is mods abandoning the players. Look at this. They all have the same problem. And this is one day ago. But they all have the same problem. Nobody listens. Loading issues. Missing theme decks. Please submit a ticket for all issues of this. Professor Fett. Wow, that's great. They all say the same thing. Submit a ticket for any and all issues. But then you submit a ticket and it breaks. This Professor Steelback. So yeah. This is ridiculous. This was one of my favorite games to play, and I would play for hours at a time. Because it's good fun. The replay value on it is very high, but it is now very broken. I understand that this is early beta, and things will be fixed in time, but it was great the way it was. When you could play on, you could hit play, you hit play now, takes you right to the download client. Whereas before you hit play, it takes you to, would you want to play single player or multiplayer? And it worked. There was nothing wrong with it. Why don't you stick with that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't understand. This is ridiculous. You have hundreds of players on the forum going, hey, all of my things are broken. Could somebody please help? And they say, submit a ticket. You go to submit a ticket, ticket's broken. You say it's broken, they go, oh, if you're having a problem with our support page, please submit a ticket. What the fuck? This is hurtful. This is hurtful. I've been with this game since it came out. And this makes me want to cry. That I spent so much time on here. And okay, web-based, now offline. Why? It worked fine online. Development team implanted some new tech on Monday in preparation for the new multiplayer version. Caused unexpected issue with the connection between the game server and the old web-based version. End result is the server errors community currently experiencing. Huh. And this was posted 17 days ago. What made him a moderator? I've been a member longer than him. What makes him a moderator? Does he know somebody who works at Pokemon? I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. This is completely ridiculous. Oh. Code redemptions for theme decks will continue to unlock theme decks in the No, it won't. I did not get my deck. I want my deck, and I refuse to play your game without my deck, because most of my deck strategies come from that deck. I use it IRL, and I would use it online, but I can't. See this guy right here. I don't like him. He completely blew me off for this guy. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that is me ranting on the customer support here on this website. That's Ash Ketchum, Darkrai Dan. You can add him as a fan. Or add him as a friend, not a fan. It's just a bad taste in my mouth, you know, that this game that I loved so much, I've played countless hours on. They go down for a couple months. I go, alright, they're fixing their game. No big deal. It did have some bugs. It comes back with even more bugs. And what's worse is it's keeping me from... You know, I paid $20 for that deck. And it's just not letting me use the cards that I bought with my money that I earned working at a friggin' Dairy Queen. And there's not a huge sense of community on these forums either, because you post and like nobody responds. Nobody responds at all. Maybe deck construction really isn't that He deleted my facepalm comment. They delete any comments that make the moderators look dumb, but it's ridiculous. Look at that, 20 minutes of ranting. God.